This is the orientation to getting off to a great start. I could get there through this link, but I'm going to go to there from the course modules area of the course. So you'll see there's a lot of information in this particular section of the class because it's in a folder. So there are 5 different sections of this Getting Off to a Great Start module. There's the course introduction, there's information about ordering your textbook and setting up Wiley+. The syllabus is here, and then there's information that will help you be successful and support you in this course. So let me go to the course introduction. And you can just go ahead and scroll through here. There's information about the course objectives, and how you're going to be meeting the course objectives, so read through that. There will be information about your instructor and his or her research activities. And there are icons in the class, so you can read what the icons mean. And this page you may find to be very helpful, the brief description of the course activities. Each module of the course, as I mentioned before, has 1 or 2 discussions. The discussions count for 20% of your grade, so almost a quarter of your grade, so it's very important that you participate. You'll be reading from your textbook and online in the course, and there are learning activities in the class. Most of these will be in Wiley+, but you may be doing other types of activities as directed in each module. There are assessments in the course. Remember, each module has a pre-quiz. So those will be available to you. And each chapter has a post-quiz, and those count for 5% of your final grade. And finally, there are post-tests for each module. And you may want to put these particular dates on your calendar that tells you about when the tests are due. And then the other main thing in the course is a collaborative project. Now, this is a general education course for 4 credits. And for general education courses, collaboration and group work is required, even though students are usually not very happy about that. But we've made a fun activity for you to do, and that will take place during modules 5 and 6. So we'll work through that later in the course, and the due dates are listed over here. And then the next thing you're going to want to be thinking about, if you haven't done so already, is getting your textbook, which is the 2nd edition of Visualizing Nutrition. So to get back to the Getting Off to a Great Start learning module, I'm going to use the breadcrumb up here. And here's some information about ordering your textbook. So I definitely recommend clicking on this link, because this will give you the best price for your textbook. So there are 2 ways to purchase your textbook. One way is to just have the e-version of your textbook. And to do that, you're going to need to remember this promotion code, UMA14. The other way is to actually purchase a physical version of your textbook, and that will come with the e-textbook automatically. Both of these will give you access to Wiley+. So to set up Wiley+, you would go to any Wiley+ assignment in our course. This is one of the first assignments, called Assignment 0. And I highly recommend that you watch this little short video about Wiley+ and purchasing your textbook. Now, if you have purchased a physical version of your textbook and it's come to you in the mail or by UPS, there will be a registration code with your textbook. It will begin with C, and you can enter it here. If you only want to be using the e-textbook, then you need to buy course access to Wiley+ in your e-textbook, and this will prompt you for that UMA14 code. So if you go here, you don't need the UMA14 code. If you just buy the e-textbook, this is where you'll put in that code. There's always this little green button to get back to Blackboard. And next you can go to the syllabus. and please print this out if you feel that that's necessary. In the syllabus, there are boxes for things that aren't graded, and there are stars for things that are going to be submitted for a grade. In addition to the schedule activities, there's also some rubrics and the grading policy. So please be sure to go through this syllabus carefully. This shows you Module 1, what the title is and when it begins, what chapters are being read during Module 1, the discussions during Module 1, the Wiley activities during Module 1, the diet assessments that are happening during Module 1, and then the date for the first test. And here's the same for Module 2, Modules 3 and 4, and Modules 5 and 6. Here's the grading rubric for the discussions. Please be sure to read this through carefully so you can get the best grade possible. And here's another example of a rubric for the healthy lifestyle diet assessments. Here's the grading policy for the course. Again, you'll see the discussions are worth 20% of your grade. The activities that you complete in Wiley Plus are worth 5% of your grade, and the post quizzes are worth 5% of your grade. So in total, the Wiley Plus graded activities are 10% of your grade. The diet assessments are worth 1/4 of your grade, and the course project is 15%, and then the tests are about 1/3 of your grade. And then the way that the points add up for your final grade are listed there. There's information here about technical support and software, and then some information about the testing procedures. One thing that you may want to notice is that if you take your quizzes late, you'll receive 20% of your highest score. And finally, there's a little information about processing your work and submitting it. So let me go back and just show you what's here in the tips for virtual success. I think that it's important that you know that you can do your work just about at any time that you have access to the internet. So please be sure and read this section. And my expectations for your communication are here. I think the thing that I again want to emphasize is the importance of participating in the discussions. And you should try to add information from your textbook and make this a learning process. Don't have it only be your opinions, but make sure that you're demonstrating that you're learning while you're participating in the discussions. And then what you can expect from your instructor is listed here. So please be sure to read through this. I think you want to understand that I'm mostly going to be facilitating this course and not participating as much in the discussions as you might expect. The discussions are really for you. And there's some information about participating in the discussion, so be sure to go through that section as well. And there's more information about accessibility and then academic honesty. University email policy and some important tips. I think one of the most things is to be sure to ask questions when you have them. And then next is the student support documents. And this is a very short section, so just be sure to go through that. I'll just click this little thing so you can see this here. Information for technical support, academic support, access to the library if you want to use the U-Drive storage, student support services, etc. So that's pretty much it for the Getting Off to a Great Start module. I hope that you'll take the time to go through each of these sections, and then you'll be all ready to start Module 1